Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Baker Mayfield.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his fourth season now from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes, come way down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. From the gun, Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Odafe Oweh able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll look downfield for Waller. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Time to see this wide-open Baltimore offense go to work, and leading them, pretty darn good one. Lamar Jackson out of Louisville.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes, still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 7 catches, 55 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third down, Mayfield. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player that sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 10. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
From the 10, 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Felton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Again, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 38, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. 9 catches, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run with Dobbins. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Edwards. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. That's complete to Mooney. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8. A give. This is Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Touchdown, Browns! Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Ravens ready to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed. It's all there.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 3 yards remain for second down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throw there going to be incomplete. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's brought down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the 39, Mayfield. That's going to be taken in by Felton. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And this will be caught by Mooney. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. To throw, Mayfield. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield with it once more. Touchdown! That's caught. Jarnell Mooney with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, and he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Kareem Hunt, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Alvin Kamara, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one in the NFC. Seattle traveling cross-country to take on Washington.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Baltimore. A good grab by the Clemson native there, Sammy Watkins, Charles.
And he doesn't have every measurable that you look for in a receiver, but you can't deny the production. I mean, this guy knows how to get the football. He knows how to make tough catches no matter how tightly covered.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Malik McDowell able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So a decent drive there to start. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inch time left to go out and get that victory.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Heading back out, Baker Mayfield as we call up our player spotlight. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. When you look to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it, give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. Mayfield on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost defensive with their offense, just playing not to load. Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Chubb will get the call, running left. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard.